There is a new item duplication glitch in Tears of the Kingdom, and it's easier than ever. This is currently available on the 1.1.2 patch and below, so if you're one of those poor souls that has been updating your game, this is for you. This will allow you to duplicate hundreds of items extremely easy, and works on anything that you can fuse to a bow. Now, to be able to accomplish this, you need to head to the Poplar Foothills Skyview Tower. Once you launch out of the tower, start gliding southeast. We need to go to Tobio's Hollow, and we want to land right about here. Once you land here, if you've done the quest to open up this hole, you should have access to Tobio's Hollow Chasm. Now, if you haven't done that quest, I will be showing you how to do this at the end of the video to be able to access this area. So fret not, it's just a little bit of a process, and I wanted to cover the glitch first for those that do have access to this area. So just run down into here and hop down into the chasm, and you can go ahead and activate your glider or just start diving and gliding down this way. We need to glide down this particular hole here, and we need to go to a certain point. We don't want to go all the way down into the depths. We just want to follow this down until we see a little bit of a change. It's kind of like clouds coming up from the ground, and it's pretty much over this little hump right here. You can kind of tell because it's after this pillar, over this hump, and just before the next hump. If we kind of walk from here, we should be able to see it change. So we just go over this little hump right here. And now we have clouds coming up from the ground. They also look a little wonky, right? We are now kind of like in this area that's in between the depths and the overworld, and this is where we need to do our glitch. There's a really weird thing that happens when you're in this part of the game. For some strange reason, we're able to duplicate items with our bow. Now for this, we're gonna need to use a 3-shot or higher bow. If you use a 1-shot bow, you're gonna be using an item every time and you won't be duplicating. For this, we're gonna just use a Savage Lionel bow, and I'm gonna aim it over this hump, and we can test it out with Lionel Saber horns. So let's shoot these. And once you shoot them, you're going to notice that they get stuck in the air up there. Now, maybe we want some more Nature horns because they're my favorite. We're going to aim this below the previous item because we don't want to hit the ones that we shot before because for some reason they might disappear. Then, of course, we probably want some diamonds, so we're going to shoot these. We're going to move it just a little bit farther away. Now, right now, we have a total of 9 items up there. We can do this to a total of 20, and you can do it with any mix of items, or if you just want diamonds or just a lot of one item, you can do this with as many items as you want, just up to 20, because after 20, they start to despawn. So if you're using a 3-shot bow, I recommend just firing 6 times. And if you're using a 5-shot bow, do it 4 times. Now you'll notice that once you run up here, all of your items are going to drop to the ground. For some strange reason, when you're using a multi-shot bow down here, it actually preserves the item that you want or that you fired in the air. It's pretty crazy and very easy to do. Now, the unfortunate thing about this is it does use durability on your bow, so you'll either have to eventually repair it, or you can go buy like duplex bows from the Yiga clan hideout or something like that. They're pretty cheap and allow you to do this for quite a bit of time without using one of your good bows. So there's some options there. The unfortunate thing about getting the duplex bows is you will need the full Yiga clan outfit. Do have a video on the channel, leave a link in the description, and they are only a 2-shot bow, so this will allow you to duplicate 2 items at a time. Well, it's actually only getting 1 extra item because you're consuming 1 item to shoot the bow, and then you're getting an extra, and when you pick it up, you get 2, but since you consumed 1, you get the math. They're only 88 rupees, which isn't too bad, so you can buy a lot of these to duplicate, which might be a better option than using up all of your Lionels, but it's completely up to you. Now, how do we unlock this chasm? It's actually unlocked through doing a quest here on the Dragon Head Island. Now, for those of you that are probably wondering, well, this is more often than not actually completely consumed by a giant thunderstorm. There's a way to defuse this thunderstorm if you do the main scenario quest, but there's also a way to do this early if you know what to do. So that's exactly what we're doing right now. You're going to want to launch out of the Rebella Wetlands Skyview Tower, and we're gonna head for this island right here. You can land anywhere on this island, it doesn't really matter. You can land on the big one, or you can land on one of these small ones. I'm just gonna choose the small one because all we really need to do is just spawn in a Zonai device. We're gonna use my favorite, the ye olde Goblin Glider. And for this, I definitely recommend either using the Zonite armor, which I have a video on the channel if you want to check that out, or you'll need a couple large Zonite charges. Before we hop on our glider, we want to put a mark on our map at a specific location. So from where we are, we want to go southwest here, and we want to put a marker right on the map here next to the Floria River and the Branos Forest. If we go to the sky view, you'll see that it's below the shrine. And the shrine is actually not at this position on the map. I don't know why they put the icon for it there. It's actually like right at the center of this eye. So that's why I moved my icon just a little bit to the right of this. But if you put this icon right at that spot, we're going to use this as a marker to help guide us in the right direction while we fly it on our glider. Now just hop on your glider and start heading towards the mark that you put on the map. So you can open up your menu and make sure that you're lined up with this marker just down here. And you can kind of use this as a guide as you go. But the thing is, we also want to make sure we go higher up in the air as well. You don't don't want to fly directly into the storm. You want to get above it so that way we can look below for signs of the shrine. Just make your way up and over at the same time, occasionally opening up your map to make sure you're lined up right. Just make sure to keep checking your map as you go to make sure you're lined up perfectly, and as we get closer, we can use our mini-map. Now you can see on our mini-map the marker that we made, and just line yourself perfectly up with this, and as we kind of go over it, we want to hop off of our glider. So we're going to hop off our glider, and we just want to line ourselves up directly with this marker. And below you, you should be able to see a glow of the shrine even through the storm. So from here, you can kind of just let go of the glider, make sure that you're still lined up. You can hit the glider as you go to make sure you don't hit the ground, and just kind of keep alternating between the two. The atmosphere should change as you fall. Eventually, you'll be completely enveloped by the storm, but just make sure you keep lining yourself up with the marker that you made, and just occasionally drop and activate your glider. And you can do this if you have tons of stamina. You can just use the glider to fall down slowly. Just keep alternating between the two. I'm pretending like I still have the storm and how I did it the first time, but you should still be able to see the glow of the shrine, and eventually you're just going to hop down right next to it. So you're going to want to unlock this shrine and then turn around directly from the shrine, and we're going to move back towards this way. There's going to be some vines in your way. Go ahead and slice these out of the way, and you're going to run back towards this area right here. Now, unfortunately, at this point, you're going to need 10 hearts to open this door. So yes, this duplication glitch is blocked behind a 10 heart quest. You can't use temporary hearts, you can't do any of that. You do have to have 10 hearts to open this door. Once you get the door opened, you're going to find a mask right here. So you're going to want to unlock this shrine and then turn around directly from the shrine, and we're going to move back towards this way. There's going to be some vines in your way. Go ahead and slice these out of the way. And you're going to run back towards this area right here. Now, unfortunately, at this point, you're going to need 10 hearts to open this door. So yes, this duplication glitch is blocked behind a 10 heart quest. You can't use temporary hearts, you can't do any of that. You do have to have 10 hearts to open this door. Once you get the door opened, you're going to find a mask right here. This mask is going to show you a nice green beam that'll launch down into the chasm below. You're going to pick up this mask, and you're going to run the mask over this way. And right here, you're going to build just a little device with these wings. You can do wings, 2 of these fans, and one of those handles, and you're just going to fly down with the mask attached to this glider all the way down to the area below where the giant green light is taking you. Line up the mask with the pillar down below so that way it opens up the chasm. Once this hole opens up, you're going to need to grab the mask again and run down to the bottom, and then place the mask on the pedestal where it will then take you down into the depths. From here, you can teleport back up to one of the towers, launch yourself over here, enter the chasm, and then you should be able to do the duplication glitch. This is by far the best duplication glitch we have so far since the 1.1.2 update, and hopefully we'll find even better ones as we progress. But thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.